that you familiarize yourselves with the nearest marked exits as a cautionary procedure prior to our commencement ceremony today. In the event of an actual emergency, please remain calm, and public safety and security officials will direct you to specific locations where detailed instructions will be provided for you as needed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Pennsylvania is very proud to present the graduating class of 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, and graduates, please give a very warm and appreciative welcome to the deans and members of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences at the University of Pennsylvania.
Good evening. I'm Steve Fluharty, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. It is my pleasure to welcome the parents, family, and friends of our graduating seniors. And a special welcome to you, the great College of Arts and Science class of 2017. Let's hear it. This is an evening to celebrate your achievements, and it's a doubly special occasion because today is also Mother's Day. To watch a son or daughter graduate from college is certainly one of the greatest gifts a mother could receive on this day. It also gives the rest of us a chance to honor the central role that all of the parents with us tonight have played, mothers and fathers, in their children's education. I'd like to ask our graduating students to join me in a Mother's Day tribute by standing, raising your caps to all the mothers in the audience. To the mothers! Thank you for everything. Class of 2017, as I look out on you tonight, it hardly seems possible that you are leaving us. You arrived at Penn in the fall of 2013 from all the four corners of the world. In the intervening years, you have been exposed to the full spectrum of human inquiry, from biochemistry to archaeology. But during your time in Penn classrooms, libraries, and laboratories, you have not simply acquired knowledge. With your critical and creative powers, you have generated new knowledge and discoveries throughout your original research. Sure, you have read poems, plays, and novels, but you have also written your own. You have not only learned about the social challenges around you, you have also worked to address them through extensive community service here in West Philadelphia and around the globe. As you graduate, you are ready to go out into the world and make your ideas matter, knowing that the key to happiness and success is that never-ending process of discovery. To me, that is what the word commencement signifies. Not simply the one-time beginning of the rest of your life, but the broader spirit of new experiences and new ways of thinking. You will have many such commencements in your life, new jobs, people and places, and countless shifts in the world around you. These commencements won't necessarily come with gowns and diplomas, but we believe that your preparation at Penn has given you the timeless tools you need to adapt and indeed drive the exciting and ongoing change that awaits you. Class of 2017, your school is very proud of you. On behalf of the entire Arts and Science faculty, many of whom join me on stage this evening, I congratulate you and wish you well. Before we proceed, I would like to take a moment to recognize someone who is very special to us in Arts and Sciences, the Dean of the College, Dennis DeTurk. Dennis, would you please stand? Dennis is stepping down as the leader of Penn's undergraduate programs in the liberal arts after an extraordinary 12 years. Dennis has worked tirelessly to ensure a dynamic, top-quality academic experience for literally thousands of Penn students, spearheading a wide range of curricular reforms, innovative new programs, explorations of new types of pedagogy, and expanded undergraduate research opportunities. Simply put, Dennis is deeply devoted to and passionate about student learning in all of its forms. On top of that, Dennis's warmth, caring, and good humor have endeared him to students, faculty, staff, and parents alike. We are excited for Dennis as he returns full-time to the mathematics research and teaching that he so loves and does so well. And the students of Reedby College House in the Quad, where he will remain faculty director, will be greatly relieved to know that he will continue to bake cookies for them every Wednesday night. But Dennis, please know that you will be dearly missed and deeply missed by everyone in the College Dean's office, as well as the school. Could I ask all of you to please join me in expressing a rousing thank you to Dennis for his extraordinary contributions to education at Penn. For the past semester, biology professor Andy Binns has been serving as interim dean of the college. A former Penn vice provost for education, Andy has stepped very ably into Dennis's large shoes in recent months, and I am very grateful for his partnership and for his own long-standing commitment to our undergraduate programs. Would you please join me in welcoming and indeed thanking Andy Binns.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Dennis, very much. So here you are, College of Arts and Sciences, class of 2017. My goodness, what a wonderful day. Give yourselves a hand. You know, everyone here is proud of you today, and some of the proudest are on stage, actually, this evening. So I would like to begin by recognizing the outstanding faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences. The SAS faculty is renowned for their research contributions in the natural sciences, social sciences, and humanities, but we have taken a special delight in being your teachers and your academic members. So please join me in applauding our outstanding faculty. Now back to you, class of 2017. Arriving in the fall of 2013, each of you brought impressive credentials and great promise. We were all together for convocation that late August evening, alive and pulsing with energy and hope at the Palestra. Tonight we celebrate the results of the purpose, persistence, and yes, passion that propelled you here today. Each of you is joined in what is the great goal of all universities and colleges, the pursuit and transmission of knowledge. Sounds simple, right? Hardly. Each different field of study, some 57 of which you represent here tonight, can have different means of pursuit, trying to figure out what comprises the substance of matter is significantly different than developing novel ways to estimate the effectiveness of particular public policies, which is also, again, a whole lot different than interpreting the role of art in the daily life of ancient Greeks or modern Americans. All these and many, many more are what you and your classmates have done. And that pursuing part, as you have learned and discovered, you have also communicated. And my goodness, what communicators you are. I've given up trying to understand all the various memes, tweets, Facebooks, Instagrams. Do you still use email? I'm not sure. But conversation over coffee, I think all of us can agree, That's one that is still truly great. The whole point of education is that as we learn something, we help others. We help them understand it and in turn extend it. Your involvement in academically based community service courses, your outreach to and involvement with communities nearby and around the globe, your posters, your presentations, your publications that describe and exhibit your work are great examples of this. The fact is that pursuit and transmission of knowledge are coupled at the core, and you have repeatedly shown to all of us your engagement in this great mission. Now, trying to define that last term, knowledge, now there's a challenge. My guess is that the philosophers amongst you, both credentialed and armchair varieties, could spend a great deal of time on that. The facts and ideas that comprise a part of knowledge certainly came at you in abundance. Speaking on behalf of the faculty, you impressed us. Indeed, you delighted us with your engagement in uncovering new facts, creating new ideas in art, and using your brain power and your energy to explore big questions, build new things, and seek the truth. And for all the wonderful things that this pursuit and transmission has brought, there is another type of knowledge that you have pursued and certainly should be proud of, and that is self-understanding and self-knowledge. Because in my book, without this, all the rest will lie fallow. So congratulations on all your achievements. Which brings us to the audience participation part of my talk. So listen up, class of 2017. Please stand and remain standing if you have completed a research project or paper. Huh? Up? Exhibited art, written or performed music, poetry, or theater. Stand and remain standing if you have taken up academically based community service work at the Netter Center, the Fox Leadership Program, Penn in Washington, with a fraternity or a sorority. Stand and remain standing if you've been on the dean's list, received honors in your major, been elected. Stand and remain standing if you have participated in campus government, on the undergraduate assembly, the student committee on undergraduate education, the dean's advisory board, thank you very much, and the departmental advisory boards and others around campus. And so now that you're all standing, raise your caps once again and cheer to your parents and relatives who have done so much to help you reach this milestone. Thank you, parents. Right out there. So thanks, and please be seated. So class of 2017, you represent the greatest part of Penn's contribution of intellectual capital to a nation and a world sorely in need of it. And while I'm confident you will achieve all manner of worldly success, my greatest hope that you will continue to nurture within yourselves the open, optimistic, and good-natured qualities that will keep you young, active, inquisitive, and joyful all of your lives. Thank you and congratulations. So, our next speaker is Ivan Sandoval. Ivan is from McFarland, California, is graduating with a major in science, technology, and society, and a minor in Latin American studies. He is a recipient of the Wharton Innovation Fund Award and a recipient of a Collaboration Conundrum Grant from the University of Notre Dame. He is a member of the Cipacli Latino Honor Society. Ivan was elected to the Undergraduate Assembly, where he served as a Director of Sustainability, and to the Latino Coalition, where he advocated for increased Latino representation as the Chair of Admissions. He serves as editor of the undergraduate journal Momentum and mentored freshmen as a Penn Quest leader. Ivan is interested in public service and entrepreneurship and plans to pursue a PhD in the history of science and science studies. During the next few minutes, you'll realize why he has been selected to be this year's student speaker. Please welcome Ivan Sandoval. Ivan?
Thank you, Dean Benz, and friends and family who join us from all over the world. Welcome to the University of Pennsylvania. Now, People often ask me what I study, and after I tell them science, technology, and society, a liberal arts major, they typically follow up with, and what are you gonna do with that? Does it sound familiar? I never knew how to respond, but over the years I've learned that there's no fixed answer. As a senior in high school, I was told that college's primary role was to qualify me for a good job. In order to be successful in life, whatever that meant, I had to choose the right major, find the right internship, have a transcript oozing in A's, maybe have a few gold stars here and there. But now I know viewing college as a certificate is toxic. It doesn't explain how a bunch of lanyard-wearing, pen card-losing, calculus-avoiding freshmen got to where we are today. It's an explanation that overlooks the developmental journey that occurred over the span of 8 semesters. We struggled, and dealt with rejection, made mistakes, learned about new cultures, new identities, found new friends, and cried and laughed alongside them. College wasn't just a line for our resume. It was an invitation to grow, to question and dream. We've all undergone transformations over the past few years. We maneuvered our way through a new city, worked up the courage to speak in class, and gained the confidence to strike up conversations with our fellow peers. Some of us learned how to pay bills, cook meals, and do laundry without turning our whites pink because a red shirt accidentally slipped in. I'm not saying it happened to me, but as small as they sound, these are significant milestones that we shouldn't overlook. Whether you were an athlete, pre-med, a singer, dancer, musician, volunteer, in a sorority, in a fraternity, independent, let's appreciate all the ways we've changed and where we come from. I grew up in McFarland, a low-income Latino town in California's arid San Joaquin Valley. The town had no movie theaters, shopping malls, or attractions besides the soccer tournaments that took place every Saturday and Sunday. Its history only stretched as far back as the protests that Cesar Chavez led in the nearby fields. My world had a 10-mile radius with vineyards, almond groves, and pistachio orchards covering most of it. I think of the ways that I've developed and the way Penn grew my world. I began every school year hiking the Appalachian Trail, mentoring freshmen. Once at Penn, faculty and staff mentored me. I took up playing polo, the kind where you sit on a horse, and I'd never even ridden a horse before Penn. One semester, I lived as a monk. I took a vow of silence, used a typewriter for my essays, and traveled across Thailand with Penn Abroad. I couldn't imagine of such opportunities as a boy. I went through Penn waiting for someone to wake me up. But it was real. This is real. My grandparents, who never made it past the 8th grade, always told me, "Mijo, qué bonito es saber," which translates to, "Son, how beautiful it is to know." Now, there's beauty in knowing, and there's also beauty in questioning. Because when you question, you begin to think critically, which is what we get from a liberal arts education. Why are things the way they are? That is the question the college has taught us how to ask and answer. I spent countless nights with friends far too late for our 9 a.m.s dreaming about how we would fix the world's issues, how we would solve racial, gender, and economic inequality, and repair America's education system. We dreamt day and night in dining halls, on Locust, at Smokes, and today, I keep dreaming. Today I keep dreaming. I don't see rows of black robes. I see tomorrow's leading doctors, lawyers, professors, entrepreneurs, humanitarians. Now, before we get there, however, we'll start from the very bottom once more. It never seems to end, does it? We will trade our pen cards for business cards, our lanyards for graduate school carols, and our calculus textbooks for company laptops. Now, I know it might sound daunting, but we shouldn't fear. Whether you realize it or not, we are walking into adulthood equipped with years of lessons. We will maneuver our way through more unfamiliar environments. We'll have the courage to pursue groundbreaking ventures and have the confidence to speak and be active within our communities. Some lessons go unappreciated, others go unnoticed, but you carry all of them with you. Every lesson was a tool gifted to us by our hometowns, our friends, and most importantly, our families that celebrate with us today. You know, class of 2017, we grew alongside one another, we challenged each other, and we dreamt together. Along the way, we found our passions and our aspirations, so trust that you have the tools to achieve them, because we do. Every lesson our parents taught us, every lecture we heard, and every challenge we experienced prepared us to live our dreams. You are ready. We are ready. So when people ask, what are you going to do with that? We are ready to answer anything. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ivan. It is my great pleasure to introduce tonight's guest speaker, Pulitzer Prize-winning author and college alum, Jennifer Egan. Born in Chicago and raised in San Francisco, Jennifer was an English major at Penn, graduating in 1985. She received a Turon Fellowship to continue her studies at Cambridge University, where she earned a master's degree. Jennifer is the author of several acclaimed novels and a short story collection. Her work, Look at Me, was a finalist for the National Book Award, while The Invisible Circus was made into a feature film starring Cameron Diaz. Jennifer is also an award-winning journalist whose pieces have appeared frequently in the New York Times Magazine. Jennifer's last novel, A Visit from the Goon Squad, took the form of a series of interlocking narratives around Benny Salazar and an aging record company executive and former punk rocker and his employee, Sasha. Its component stories are told through a range of styles, tragedy to satire, with one chapter told entirely through PowerPoint. Widely hailed for its experimental structure and its exploration of themes of memory, redemption, and the march of time, A Visit from the Goon Squad was awarded the 2011 Pulitzer Prize for Fiction, the National Book Critics Circle Award, and the Los Angeles Times Book Prize. We were delighted to have Jennifer on campus 3 years ago to discuss the book with an enthusiastic group of over 200 students as part of Penn's Winter Reading Project. Jennifer's new novel, Manhattan Beach, will be published this October. We are honored to count this celebrated artist as a member of the Penn family. Please join me in wishing a warm welcome to Jennifer Egan.
Thank you, Dean, for that lovely introduction and for the honor of this invitation. To the class of 2017, congratulations on graduating from one of the finest universities in the world and for earning a liberal arts degree. We all know that the liberal arts are where the fun is. What I've learned in the 32 years since I graduated from Penn is that the ability to read well, write well, to empathize and think clearly will make you, to think critically and clearly, will make you a better doctor, engineer, teacher, poet, or CEO, not to mention a happier human being. To the families here, congratulations, the moms especially, including my own mom who's here today. As the mother of a 16 and a 14-year-old, I envy and salute you. The speaker at my Penn University graduation was Donald Regan, Secretary of the Treasury under Ronald Reagan, who was president then. Some of us were not thrilled about having Mr. Regan speak at our graduation ceremony. But I will credit him for having uttered words that I have not been able to forget in all this time, although I would have liked to. "Kids," he said, as some of us timidly turned our backs to him, afraid that our parents would see, "money is not a four-letter word. I'm going to try to do better." When I arrived at Penn in 1981 from San Francisco, many things were as they are now. I started out in Hill House. I moved with 5 girlfriends to Hamilton Court. One of those friends is here now. Hold on to your college friends. They are precious. I hung out on the Button, and I went to frat parties on Locust Walk. But it was also a different world. And I don't just mean that the Berlin Wall was up. AIDS had only just been named, and I had not yet heard the phrase climate change. I'm talking about technology. When I got to Penn, telecommunications meant making a phone call on what is now known as a landline. There were 3 possible outcomes. Either someone answered the phone, or there was a busy signal, or the phone rang and rang and rang until you hung up. It was that way when I was born, and it was that way 19 years later when I got to Penn and the answering machine came along. Think about that. 19 years without any telecommunications progress that I was aware of. When I first tried to explain this to my kids, my younger son said, "Did you have electricity?" Now, the reason I was 19 when I started at Penn is that I'd taken a year off after high school. I spent most of that year working to earn money. In May, I bought a backpack and a plane ticket from San Francisco to London on Freddie Laker Airlines. I had a student Eurail pass that let me ride trains all over Europe, and I stayed in youth hostels, first in London, then Amsterdam, then Italy. Sounds great, doesn't it? 18 years old, meeting other young people, seeing sights. But like a lot of things, it was not as much fun as it sounds. I was utterly cut off. My friends were all in college, and my family was 6,000 miles away and in a time zone 9 hours earlier. To connect with them, I had to find an international call center, wait in line until a phone was available, and hope that someone was home. I began in that isolated state to get anxious and fearful. Nowadays, we would say I was having panic attacks. It will tell you something about having been a teenager in San Francisco in the 1970s that I assumed I was having drug flashbacks and thought I was losing my mind. I thought I might never get to Penn. But at the same time, something interesting was happening. In my extreme discomfort and distress, I saw clearly for the first time that writing was my essential connection to the world. Writing organized my reality and gave my life meaning. I came home from Europe after just 6 weeks rather than the 3 months I'd planned for. I regarded that trip as a total failure, and the memory of it was a dark secret I carried with me when I got to Penn that August. But I knew what I wanted to do with my life. Sometimes I think about how much more fun that trip would have been now. The isolation I experienced in 1981 hardly exists. We are all in touch all the time. But I also wonder, if I'd gone to Europe now and avoided the discomfort of my solitude, would I have discovered so early that I wanted to be a writer? Would I ever have figured it out? I have no regrets about that trip to Europe, scary and difficult though it was. But I do have a regret from the years right after Penn, my early adulthood. In other words, the time in my life that all of you are about to begin. After Penn, I studied at Cambridge for 2 years. So by the time I arrived in New York, where I wanted to live, I was almost 25. While I was in England, I'd written a novel that I hoped was a work of genius. But when I began sending out my 800-page manuscript to friends, something strange began to happen. Those friends became difficult to reach. Even my unfailingly supportive mom dropped briefly out of sight. I began to suspect that my book might not be quite as good as I'd hoped, and indeed, it turned out to be unreadable. A year later, I couldn't read it. Now, that was disappointing, of course, but it's also a perfectly ordinary start to a literary career. Your first book stinks. You throw it out and start over. Lots of people have those stories. What made it so agonizing was the feeling that I should already be successful, not working as an office temp and sleeping on a foam couch facing an air shaft. Compared to me, my friends in New York seemed like grown-ups. They looked better. They were happier, with more friends and fuller lives. Some of them were already going on business trips. Now remember, this was before the internet. Social media didn't exist. Cell phones didn't exist. Sharing pictures of spring break with thousands of other people did not exist. And yet the problem of believing in the seemingly perfect surface of other people's lives was already severe. And I know that social media has not improved it. I was a late bloomer. My abilities developed slowly. Never once in my 20s or 30s was I on anyone's list of promising young writers. I was rejected from the writing programs I applied to. I believed in these judgments. I believed that I might never succeed. I kept going because writing was essential to me and because I'm incredibly stubborn. But all that worrying and comparison made me suffer when I didn't need to suffer, and it burned up time and energy that I could have spent doing other things. That is my regret, the time and energy I spent comparing myself to other people. In this way, you have it a lot harder than I did. Nowadays, we are all keenly aware of what everyone else is up to and how much fun they're having. If I'd had a camera on my trip to Europe at 18, the pictures would have looked amazing. But I'm glad I didn't. Trying to present myself as a happy vacationer might have distracted me from the revelation that has guided me ever since. If I could wave a wand and magically rescue everyone here from the pain of comparison, I would do it. But I don't have a wand. All I have is some experience and the microphone. So here is my advice, which has nothing to do with money or any other four-letter word. Don't be cowed by other people's pretty pictures. Look inward and spend time with yourselves, even when you're boring or lonely or rotten company. That is your best chance to discover the thing you love so much that it's worth doing even when you think you'll probably fail. And you will fail. We all fail. Who's in, who's out, it changes by the week, and in the end, no one remembers. But remember this: when you feel invisible or unimpressive or irrelevant, that has nothing whatsoever to do with what you're actually capable of, which is still anything. Nothing is decided yet, except that you've got yourselves a superb education. Enjoy it, use it well, and good luck.
Well, thank you so much. That was wonderful, Jennifer. Thank you. We now proceed to the roll call of the majors, and each graduate will be individually recognized. Now, this is a chance for us to celebrate each and every one of you and your accomplishments at Penn. And I warn you, the class of 2017, and the audience, This does take a couple of minutes, and I, and I ask for your patience. We expect everyone to return to their seats after they have been recognized and to remain for the whole ceremony. Class of 2017, please show respect for your classmates who deserve your attention, even though they studied a major inconveniently represented toward the end of our roll call. So this evening, you will receive a letter and a certificate symbolizing your graduation. Tomorrow morning, at the university commencement, President Gutman will confer your degrees. Now, at a certain point in that ceremony, Dean Fluharty here will present the School of Arts and Sciences graduate and undergraduate students to the president. As Dean Fluharty is the first of the deans to present, it's really important that you respond with enthusiasm when you hear him ask the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts to stand. Because you're the most important, you're at the end of the list of degrees that Dean Fluharty will present. So be ready. Your rousing cheer should rattle the windows in Huntsman Hall. We certainly don't want the other schools to outdo us. Now, as we begin the roll call, I would like to acknowledge our announcers for this evening, James Slatter, Senior Lecturer in the Theater Arts Program, and Catherine Von El, Deputy Administrator for Faculty Affairs in the School of Arts and Sciences Dean's Office. So, are we ready? All right. We begin with philosophy. Presenting is Professor Susan Meyer.
Michaela Gilberti, Mark Tubman, Brianne Crecci, Aaron Wolf, Hati Kupa, Tyrone Quarterman, Kyle Tebow, Gabriela Rodriguez, Malcolm Combs, William Chow, Sriram Sridaram, Alejandro Escalon, Wei Zhang, Latifa Adula Awo, Ki Kyung Lee.
Next, linguistics. Presenting is Dr. Florian Schwartz.
Joseph Coffey, Valerie Chang, Talia Beck, Elaine Chapman, Joseph Butkovitz, Juan Cabrera, Avery Baggett.
Next up, African Studies, Professor Heather Williams.
Hannah Pfeiffer,
Next, East Asian Area Studies, Professor Victor Meyer. Victor.
Matthew Kellerman,
Is that it? Modern Middle Eastern Studies, Mehmet Darakçıoğlu. Sorry, Mehmet.
Lauren Beard, Oscar Chim,
That's good, thank you. Our next is Russian, Julia Firkanov-Steff. Sorry. Doc.
Jonah Rosen, Stephanie Petrella,
Thank you. Next, South Asian Studies, Devin Patel, Professor Patel.
Richard Chowdhury,
Next, Africana Studies, Professor Heather Williams.
Abby Cacho.
Hey!
Cassandra Britt. Julius Olalusi.
Comparative literature, Professor Ralph Rosen.
Allison Doran. Ray Lahiri. Dahlia Wolfson.
German, Professor Claudia Lind.
Austin Bream. David Swigart. John Humler.
Logic, Information, and Computation, Professor Scott Weinstein.
Cole Hurwitz. Michael Eunice. James Childress.
Romance Languages and French and Francophone Hispanic and Italian Studies, Professor Jorge Tellez.
Ann Wasserman. Jackson Gu. Emily Malloy. Hannah Rosenthal. Hannah Smythe.
Theater Arts, Professor Rosemary Maleg.
Clarice Park. Ashanea Carter.
Biophysics, Professor Philip Nelson.
Alexander Kostick. Edward Gomez. Stanley Kai. Stephanie Wang.
Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies, Professor Demi Kurse.
Victoria Gillenton. Abby Starker. Amelia Goodman. Zachary Willis.
Latin American and Latino Studies, Professor Tulio Faletti.
Bianca Molina. Athena Buell. Naya Wilkins. Kevin McDonough.
Religious Studies, Professor Justin McDaniel.
Carolina Hernandez. Claire Elliott. Amanda Rubano. Sarah Hafer.
Near Eastern Languages and Civilization, Professor Joseph Egner.
Ariel Panich. Rashad Nimmer. Christina Serban. Peter Snell. Juliet Chatterjee.
East Asian Languages and Civilization, Professor Victor Ma.
Caitlin Ugaretz. Benjamin Perry. David Burke. Shannon Advincula. Ann Yo. Richard Levy. Mia Leyland.
Music, Professor Mauro Calcagno.
Hannah Judd. Jack Gindi. Jasmine Adams. Matre Grant. Sadiki Saunders. Brooke Yanovich.
Criminology, Professor Aaron Chalfin.
Ruth Grossman. Michelle Geffen, Ariel Olcher, Tatiana Hyman, Gabriel Maliha, Sophie Wood, Peter Whiteneck, Corey Power.
Bachelor's Program in Integrated Energy Research, or the VIPER program, Professor Andrew Rapp.
Robert Tannenbaum, Carol Wang, Gautam Nagaraj, Yifan Shu, Nikita Lysenko, Yuren Zhou, Zachary Aitan,
Architecture, Professor Joshua Fries.
Cora Butler, Anthony Gierzak, Robert Bruce, Sybil Louis, Julia McKenzie, Samuel Summer, Wang Jun Han, Carrie Lee, Ashley Crespo, Eric Geider,
History of Art, Professor Gwendolyn Shaw.
Charlotte Mathai, Austin Spence, Molly Collette, Tung Chow, Michael Shufu Wang, Mo Leo, Christina Q, Olivia Horn, Elijah Corey, Kellen Baldridge, Caroline Van Allen, Cody Min,
Mathematical Economics, Professor Frank Shorefire.
Amar Elishatwe, Thomas Fang, Shuo Yu, Aaron Johnson, Rachel Hong, Jocelyn Park, Victoria Cabrera, Jacob Van Houten, Wenxian Jiang, Samirna Dremsisova,
Visual Studies, Professor Gary Hatfield.
Julia Hirschberg, Adrian Bell Cook, Lily Kravitz, Esty Ellis, Konhee Chang, Yuqui Zhang, Frederick Laviolette, Talia Lieberman, Siona Ravi, Joya Mando Usel, Araba Ankama, Adam Reed, Andrew Chen,
Anthropology, Professor Brian Spooner.
Sarah Parkinson, Darcy Dean, Maria Alejandra Trumbull, Taryn McKinney, Jessie Liu, Emma McNamara, Samantha Ushak, Elizabeth Pierce, Samantha Murray, Rebecca Schwartz, Lauren Schaefer, Hannah Detlefs, Naila Hill,
Chemistry, Professor Ivan Nemchowski.
Kristen Hewitt, Angie Rapie, Angela Chang, Wade Miller. Philip Jung. Gabriel Angrand. Ashley Roberts. Matthew Ernessy. Lucy Gao. Bowen Yao. Andrea Tam. Liam Keenan.
Classical Studies and Ancient History, Professor Ralph Rosen.
Natalie Reynolds. Michael Freeman. John Stifler. Jeremy Schwartz. Mia Shuhub. Catherine Hopkins. Ana Maria Losada. Brian Garvey. Adam Blede. Samuel York. Jeremy Cohen. Alexander King. Patricia Fox.
Fine Arts, Professor Matt Neff.
Stephanie Park. Garrett Nelson. Minji Yoon. Sky Yu. Alena Bailey. Masoma Imasoge. Sarah Ramirez. Rebecca Van Skyver. Emily Fitzpatrick.
Going here, Chief.
Cynthia Huang. Joyce Hu. Diana Gomez. Yiran B. Sophia Damopoulos. Amaris Kobolak. Natalie Karstens.
Physics, Professor Justin Corey.
Brian Fischera. Adam Costarino. James Sheplock. Nicholas Tuck. Ryan Greenberg. Nick McGreevy. Cody Shimming. Alex Lawau. Samuel Parks. Angela White. Valentine Dotville. Samuel Soik. Mohammed Alehi. Kalina Slavoka. Elizabeth Dreschelaus. Benjamin Strecker.
Science, Technology, and Society, Professor Heidi Voschkel.
Luke Hobin. Gregory Howard. Gil Lehman. Matthew Giancristoforo. David Huerta. Aditi Vrudula. Rachel Rubin. Melanie Lockett. Ivan Sandoval. David Cantor. Robert Levine. Gabriel Lieben. Jason Shine. Benjamin Landris. Cody Dazen. Daniel Goldenberg. Alexa Brickman.
Sociology, Professor Melissa Wild.
Nicole Cabanez. Tiffany Rodriguez. Emily Perlman. Jillian Rennie. Gola Kaplan. Anya Hutor. Rachel Park. Michael Coyne. Francine Stevens. May No. Daisy Perez, Noel Jankovic, Stephanie Hodges, Tashe Williams, Louisa Bedo, Andrew Lim Twangvirat, Michelle Wong.
Cinema and Media Studies, Professor Karen Redrobe.
Elvira Audi, Haley Brookman, Gabriela Vidal Irizarry, Pearl Lowe, Charles Smith, Iyer Martinez, Brian Broder, Caroline Batoff, Daniel Roberts, Chelsea Cylinder, Michael Loebman, Harrison Cobb, Miles Sheft, Che Park, Xiao Yu Young, Henry Lin, Charlotte Tumanoff, Janae Brooks,
Earth Sciences and Environmental Studies, Professor Elaine Plant.
Lauren Brunsdale, Gabriella Reiter, Indigo Catton, Elise Tilton, Eric Swanson, Camila Davila, Tabeen Hassan, Layla Balki, Omarana Jallo, Vern Zoon Parn, Jennifer Anderson, Robert Feit, Riley Berger, Tanner Frank, Berenice Leung, Courtney Lang, Jamie Rosenstein,
Mathematics, Professor Tony Pantev.
Max Ying, Kristen Pantoa, Brad Pettigrew, Dhruv Ramesh, Grace Zhang, Paul Rogofsky, Lauren Weiss, Trevor Wexner, Caitlin Beecham, Han Tian, Christina Kulik, Charlotte Rogers, Holland Delaney, Christopher Rosito, Chanwook Lee, Joshua Nelson, Linda No, Yu Wang,
Life Sciences and Management, Professor Philip Ray.
Nada Boalam, Milan Suvani, Arena Shan, Sophie Phillips, Amy Liu, Justin Kim, Jolin Zhang, Alexander Tsukone, William Wang, Ian Park, Serena Advani, Shabnang Egbali, Christine Yang, Suman Kepal, Madeline Penn, Jacob Wax, Karthik Bolisetti, Suthya Irabolu, Nikhil Ananth, Amar Patel, Sanjay Kanchakara, Anish Chowan, Dylan Goldstein.
International Studies, Professor Rudra Sil.
Ben Griffiths. Faraz Buhadiba. Sani Nujar. Liz Nunez. Cynthia Ding. Alessia Lenders. Peter Otubo. Srisuta Balachandar. Jun Sung Park. Kelly Jiang. Kwang Jun Lee. Gleason Ryan. Angie Tang. Amy Knaus. Olympia Lamana. Alexander Gray. Devi Nair. Khalid Abdul Karim. Rita Merdi.
Urban Studies, Professor Elaine Simon.
Tess Cairns. Alexa Salas. Thomas Simpson. Megan Brookins. Eric Lazarus. Juana Granados. Travis Shingledecker. Robin Oster. Peter Thatcher. Evan Chernia. Sydney Hard. Alexandra Gurley. Marielle Berkman. Maureen Womble. So-Young Park. Jacob Frackman. Robert Levine. Julia Bronheim. Diane Bayeux. Olivia Graham. Alejandro Utria. Dylan Jones. Wilton Oliver. Amy Irvin. Glenn Casey. Senna Lamba. Kamara Brown. Taylor Hoskins. Brooke Edwards. Devin Greenwood. Mira Kaplan. Katarina Seacat.
International Relations, Professor Walter McDougall.
Michael Karam. William Slutnik. Hannah Vandry. Taha Tariq. Zara Hussein. Andrea Breeden. Kayla Terrero. Anastasia Shevchenko. Sandra Chik. Tolo Waloshe Alo Ario. Claudia Dali. Otito Dili Chuku Gregoby. Jared Karf. Katarina Bodan. Brendan Shearn. Justin Heldman. Sarah Winton. Perry Castillo. Kimberly Cohn. Todd Snyder. Brian Wright. Emily Quinn. Sophia Whitty. Eleanor Armstrong. Lindsay Fisher. Kellen Wartnow. Lane Higgins. Adona Pitka. Elizabeth Sanchez. Chloe Kazvinsky. Delaney Hand. Maya Murakami. Caroline Wallace. Genevieve Glatsky. Cole Spidell. Miranda Lupion. Melissa Tustin Gore. David Ferguson. Alev Erhan, Laura Nunez, Ivy Klingzak, Min Jae Kim, Christina Roldan. What?
Cognitive science, Professor Charles Yang.
Michael Lerner, Asana Okocha, Emily Eck, Chloe Schwartz, Rachel Freilich, Ellie Mendelson, Sergio Guadix, Holly Yu, Michaela Lucero, Alexander Atienza, Kristen Graybars, Camille Joao, Dahlia Perry, Joel Unzen, Juan Padilla, Mia Froling Galike, Jihi Nam, Mikiye Sakanaka, Allison Shu, Daniel Ham, Omar Peña Jimenez, Maimai Yuan, Sana Johnson, Fiona Ferguson, Anna Viti, Marianne Burkamp, Mary Peyton Sanford, Sergina Lambert, Sergina, Alid Castano, Megan Kelly, Wendy Jong, Anji G, Jang Won Lim, Melanie Lowenstein, Sarah Tellemer, Melissa Curley, Morgan Berman, Hillary Dubin, Jeffrey Silver, Ellie Bernstein, Danielle Canyo Garaway, Emily Zenker, Ariel Winfield, Imani Sellers, Andrew Chen,
Biochemistry, Professor Ponzi Liu.
Rosalie Dirksen, Roy Land, Rachel Banks, Matthews Lan, Xiaomao Ding, Lauren Shah, Siokjae Hong, Ashley Sartoris, Christian Hopkins, Eric Kirkoven, Carla Hodge, Hollis Delaney, Ethan Rohrbach, Ying Shong, Kenneth Zhou, Rebecca Zhang, Courtney Buell, Brian Kim, Sharon Ling, Kathleen Chen, Nurupa Galadagedera, Gaurav Sarkar, Timothy Chang, Ivan Yi, Evan Yang, Kevin DeCorso, Nikita Agraval, Jordan Doman, Megan Knoll, Gabriel Ferronte, Evan Seltzer, Chad Komar, Kingston Lin, Jacob Sterling, William Zvitko, Diana Orlandi, Edward Zhao, Michael Shin, Lucy Lee, Rachel Marjuki, Stefana Voisiu, Girish Valuru, Chunzi Song, Michelle Matesfa, Lin To, Olga Oretsky, Mirna Dominique.
Hey, go. Hey, Ponzi. We're in psychology. Professor Robert Kurzban.
Julia Spandafor, Jacob Levitt, Nicole Lowe, Eli Sohelchik, Isabel Aukus, Theodore Farah, Lucy Guida, Siobhan Omerdaher, Ida Peterson, Tara Rajagopal, Sophie Litwin, Ileana Liss, Emma Barchi, Emily Fisher, Lily Joseph, Jack Bannenberg, Preston Kim, Daniel Wasserman, Sahil Cole, Yuval Oliver, Charlotte Levy, Sydney Goldberger, Dominique McKnight, Carol Quezada Olivo, Heriberto Mendoza, Alexander Phillips, Sriya Gupta, Namrata Jakrishna, Kelly Kennedy, Mariah O'Neill, Matthew Dong, Rigoberto Colon, Joanna Shu, Yushan Sophie Pan, Noor Diana Mohammed Mustaq, Juliana Jarek, Michaela Rowe, Darren Tomaso, Josu Criado Sanchez, Michael Palamountain, Julia Levinson, Jasmine Rugosner, Peter Moon, Devin Burks, Winifred Rembert, Madison Brandis, Ryan Winget, Kennedy Wong, Madeline Hardalazy, Chantel Woods, Ian Fiedler, Brittany Ejimole, Brianna Uweru, Sonia Sidhu, Obiajulu Adigwe, John Ray Briones, Joyce Wong, Sherry Yao, Emily Offit, Christina Uria, Rebecca Silver, Myrna Nathanson, Kim An Dam,
English. Professor Zach Lesser.
Liza Davis, Cody Smith, Sarah Zandy, Esther Yoon, Sarah Cho, Alexandra Pearson, Sarah Schuster, Hong Rei Xing, Ruthong Liu, Nathan May, Hannah Frank, Anthony May, James Choi, Maya Ducey, Phoebo Lowe, Taryn Austin, Madeline Penn, Peter LaBerge, Samantha Winston, Amanda Hulse, Juan Pinto Diaz, Elizabeth Richardson, Megan Miller, Emily Hoven, Mia Krupnik, Sade Gibbons, Arena Lemieux, Catherine Yeagley, Margaret Veach, Charles Van Doren, Ava Keycut, Catherine Littell, Suzanne Bernstein, Hannah Hunter, Eliza Rader, Connie Yu, Ashley Steenet, Michaela Coatsiers, Sarah Eisler, Nayeli Riano, Nicole Flibbert, Nikhil Venkatesa, Francis Patano, Danielle Pye, Julia Slater, Isaac Buchwald, Emily Gutierrez, Nora Henry, Nolan Boyer, Daniel McTiernan, Anna Ang, Mariah Macias, Sydney Shadle, Stephanie Felt, Carrie Kane, Henry Gifford, Dorothy Newman, Joel Krim, Rebecca Pritzker, Joshua Harowitz, Abigail Lowenthal, Sarah Wilson, Alec Hill, Daniel Rich, Catherine Hartman, Claire Lombardo, Pallavi Wakarkar, Bern Fahey, Rachel Irani, Isabel Metcalf, Casey Chambers,
Communications, Professor Amy Jordan.
Sydney Stepanovich, Ella Worth, Christopher Halter, Hatler, Jeffrey Wang, Sophie Barron, Nicholas Bukta, Elaine Tobin, Caroline Levy, Annabelle Hackney, Tyler Burke, Melise Onerly, Paula Pereira, Maria Alonso Torres, Andrina Van Manen, Spencer Winson, Paola Ruana, Jennifer Wright, Lauren Feiner, Ingrid Toos, Dionysia Sitirapoulou, Erica Poli, Katia Tamer, Blue Bookhart, Ann Joes, Miranda Samich, Emma Craig, Nicole Banks, Ann Rose Bedrosian, Jasmine McIntosh, Madeline McCallum, Ria Chandaramani, Bukyoung Jo, Jasmine Sykes, Harley Geffner, Caroline Clark, Eliona Sokoloff, Ingrid Hung, Morgan Perlman, Haley Wickham, Rebecca Brown, Sarah Litwin, Jennifer Kim, Maxwell Levy, Barry Johnson, Hope McKenzie, Chloe Taliagabe Gambe, Shiyun Hu, Xiao Tian Wu, Kaylin Archiega, Sophia Medrano, Alec Josiah, Madeline Claypass, Lydia Roberts, Maria Giorgio, Zachary Fox, Blake Patel, Lillian Jones, Carolyn Potofsky, Elena Edwards, Daniela Cohen, Laura Sarer, Lee Rudofsky, Kimberly Corson, Stephanie Wilf, Eliza Kagan, Grace Van Arkel, Emily Diaz, Liza Lansing, Sarah Pilger, Robert Schaub.
Ready? Representing history, C.N. Fay.
Julia Fine, Anna Garson, Cosette Costello, David Morrell, Catherine Marshallek, Dorian Ledbetter, Hannah Fagan, Ariel Smith, Mark Paraskavas, Sira Ortiz Blanes, Rushumba Llewellyn, Brent Taylor, Samantha Ramin, Chloe Nurek, Mei Powell, Logan Stoller, Benjamin Fogel, Aaron Mandelbaum, Alec Ward, William Shirey, Joseph Kiernan, Samuel Byers, Nicholas Meyer, Elizabeth Winter, Evan Reinsberg, Theodore Ross, Levi Levenfish, Adam Freed, Claire Jennett, Isabella Roa, Emma Leibowitz, Ellie Goldman, Julia Leviton, Julia Dion, Connor Cook, Casey Quackenbush, Aaron Elkin, Laura Stewart, Alexandra Shankar, Jacob Drosner, Miles Marden, Dawit Heck, Peter Ferraro, Sean Forrester, Austin Krantz, Michael Bicknies, Andrew Winston, William Schuldner, Harrison Brunelli, Connor Hadamio, Mariana Pavia, Sarah Samuels, Jill Golub, Jonathan Goldberg, Jordan Salant, Tamar Rothstein, Ayan Aidid, Rona Anna Rosenfeld, Alexandria Howell, Robert Diorio, Cora Neumann, Tia Yang, Alexander Palmer, Daniel Freyden, Gregory Olberling, Miranda Van Dyke, Miguel Ramirez, Grant Kleiser, Angela Lee, Jason Tian, Althea Escorse, Blondell Glover, Leora Mincer, Philip Antonashi, Andres de los Rios, Hannah Schwartz,
Representing the biological basis of behavior, Mark Schmidt.
Ishara Larif, Michael Paolini, Bofang Chen, Hani Naga, Chike Wenzapu, Devin Benklerjukes, Stephanie Kleigman, Dija Hilmara, Luisa Silva, Hannah Park, Rochelle Shen, Gabriela Fiersarai Garland, Jessica Faust, Kristen Kim, Sonia Kaiser, Jessica Schwartz, Nicole Conyo, Jeremy Rudoler, Amal Uladuja, Michael McCurdy, Alexandra Bratchfeld, Amanda Fields, Jordan Pearson, Lindsay Sawchuk, Thomas Patrich, Andrea Guerrero, Christina Bergesi, Sarah Rocha, Alexander Richardson, Ria Desai, Brigida Alatimarano, Morano, Tanya Data, Maya Hopkins, Alexander Testino, Teodora Mafte, Camilo Toro, Darby Marks, Megan Lane, Tina Lula, Caroline Bame, Scott Lowe, Alex Newman, Allison Langer, Jolie Mass, David Ney, Avalon O'Connor, Lauren Ashley Daly, Teresa Nguyen, Rinzin Lamo, Bushra Gungor, Daniel Palmieri, Noah Kennedy White, Matthew Henderson, Samuel Tolman, Jonathan Morocco, Amelia Wellings, Victoria Zukowski, Austin Gillies, Megan Schrin, Jonathan D. Rosario, Jesse Frank, Megan Kiley, Evan Schausen, Albert McHugh, Jordan Wolfheimer, Yinho Kim, Sujay Diwan, Victor Curvelo, Jacob Beer, Aifida Odujemfi, Kiri Baga, Dasho Ridolfi Star, Jonathan Tang, Gregory Chaika, Maiko Suarez, Patrick Din, Yuquan Lam, Aisha Sendan, Rebecca Mertulian, Wendy Wei, Michael Zhang, Wuju Kim, Joseph Taurakan, Sharon Kim.
Representing Philosophy, Politics, and Economics, Sudeep Bhattacharya.
Matthew Service, Mark Riccardi, Jessica Abrams, Nathaniel Pettit, Joseph Meyer, Grace Vennett, Kristen Yackel, Caroline Garth, Taylor Nefesi, Casey Lipton, Jennifer Gold, Harrison Tannenbaum, Werner Glass, Caleb Germanaro, Alexander Torgerson, Tatum Gale, Catherine Jimenez, Jaraf Gay, Linda Sun, Dara Patel, Margaret Molan, Kathleen Zane, Isaac Hahn, Libby Rowe, Allison Litt, Brigitte Dano, Bosco Leong, Hannah Harkney, Oren Vitenson, Claire Greenberg, Mitchell McVeigh, Emily Ironi, Jesus Chavez, McKenna Klein, Shamarlin Yates, Adil Trayon, Liam Jenner, Jenny Liu, Derek Austin Aubridge, Allison Sands, Samuel Ju, Julia Choi, Herbert Scheck, Jiao Lee, Daniel Smith, Alec Newman, Noah Onoff, Clark Mangini, Joseph Mattis, Corey Rattel, Madison Lane, Joseph Nara, Dylan Love, Joseph DeQuarto, Emma Hong, Emma Harvey, Thomas Spratt, Brendan Grambo, Christopher DeLeva, Jonathan Lau, Timothy Grau, Jake Cousins, Nicholas Pedalino, Skylar Dennerline, Modesta Emery, Lauren Rance, Devon Schiff, Isabella Rom, Nathaniel McLeod, Luis Fair Sanduri, Maurizio Gondara, Maya Rivera, Eliora Hensler, Alice Giroux, Leopold Spaungelert, Allison Strumeyer, Tulia Effe, Benjamin Rosenbaum, Caroline Huber, Hannah Kaplan, Yasmin Novian, Haley Moritz, Lionel Dechu, Andrew Reed, Grant Proctor, Zachary Fisher, Jonathan Baer, Kyle Bigley, Flora Morgan, Courtney Sloan, Stephanie Cheney, Zachary Madden, Cody Sun, Isabel Trupnas, Vera Barnwell, Sarah Hampton, Yusun Chang, Young Chan Cho, Jae Woo Kim, Yinting Huang, Lonnie Tuff,
Representing Health and Societies, Anne Green.
Anna Kantner, Amelia Zavaios Roberts, Ryan Schaefer, Sophie Rainin, Raquel Talheimer, Amanda Irizarry, Faith Hahn, William Chofi, Sandra Loza Avalos, Irtika Fazli, Carlos Carmona, Olivier Lacour, Austin Billig, Oluwatomiche Fawola, Antoinette Zumaningi, Monica Kanaganti, Jamie Atinza, Salamowit Beckley, Jessica Sung, John Gelbach, Kimberly Sansalone, Julia Pilecki, Nicholas Evans, Lily Zandy, Colleen DeStefano, Rachel Orlinsky, Meredith Klein, Olga Belyanina, Sophia Tarin, Julia Hernandez, Allison Elliott, Nadia Nee, Mallory Kirby, Shali Buhar, Kika Mansunaga, Casey Hutchison, Nicole Ventraun, Andrea Vargas Guerra, Allison Bell, Danielle Petsis, Marlena Hanna, Claudia Stedman, Lily Young, Natalie Meeder, Caitlin Rand, Olivia Webb, Ruby Hickman, Fablia Kirshen, Alice Hannah Fagan, Will Shupman, Grace Vincent, Caleb Richardson, Exia Burns, Fatuamata Diarra, Ria Singh, Brittany Hotmeyer, Ramitha Ravi, Abba Kolakarni, Krushita Patel, Praveen Rajaguru, Justin Puckett, Vivian Lee, Pooja Apadiye, Melissa Thomas, Parmpreet Mann, Alexandra Kimmel, Emma Gugarty, Leah Allen, Catherine Center, Brenna Hong, Claire Park, Lauren Kim, Talia Moss, Eric Tepper, Alexandra Grizos, Mackenzie Bortner, Tahiri Neesmith, Carrie Crook, Olivia Blaber, John Cook, James Jameson, Ellis Grimes, Cassidy Golden, Kelly Safara, Laurel Escol, Hari Noth, Sophia Montez, Shannon Merbath, Alexandra Cerrone, Zoe Binder, Allison Jacoby, Marielle Trubovich, Jose Ibarra, Sivan Mills, Elizabeth Goodspeed, Susan Landon, Ali Greenstein, Jessica Hundley, Elisa Kennedy, Ji-Hyun Lee, Rhonda Som, Jillian Fordiani, Rachel Graham.
Representing biology, Becky Polschroeder.
Thomas Sekora, Vincent Palladino, Zoe Daniels, Jane Chuprin, Cameron Shabahang, Hannah Nam, Thomas DeSanto, Zachary Penfield, Andrew Parambath, James Lee, Adam Adnani, Stephanie Fagbemi, Brian Sahorda, Molly Brothers, Ryan Mayers, Elizabeth Gonzalez, Carlos Dos Santos, Rianne Miller, Emma Jenkins, Andrew Kim, Patrick Duggan, Cedar Slovacek, Emily Chen, Shelley Poo, Bart Berman, Kathy Guo, Catherine Wu, Stacy Sloat, Ashley Morgan, Brittany Bonham, Ol Uner, Emily Avis, Sophia Rodriguez, Christopher Medrano, Sarita Jamil, Tram Pham, Joanna Krofchek, Ejay Unal, Elizabeth Ironman, Logan Kessel, Amin Samud, Zachary Cross, Matthew Moranta, Darlena Liu, Andrew Bortvin, Austin White, Elena Crouch, Madison Pedrotti, Aaron Diedrich, Joseph Cesare, Brooks Martino, Lauren Schaefer, Kawantimuk Sandoval, Nini Din, Nicole Fan, Jim Zhang, Annie Hu, Tiffany Pham, Sheda Takmil, Nemancha Jane, Akancha Jane, Kevin McNeil, Natalie Weiss, Kevin Zhang, Lee Brake, Simon Dalapu, Alexander Kelly, Leah Goldberg, Sarah Duvaro, Kelly Liu, Claire Beamish, Bridget Smith, Janet Joseph, Richu Raju, Meghna Patel, Antonio Muscarella, Sonia Manala, Maria Kostiv, Kevin Rodriguez, Clarissa Whiting, Madison Connolly, Cleo Whiting, Eva Keel, Uruj Khalid, Douglas Roos, Yuichiro Iwamoto, Claire Song, Lily Wilson, Matthew Galetta, Robert Hu, Sean Wang, Michael Shu, Sarah Gubara, Patrick Emedom Namdi, Catherine Helper, Emily Keys, Julian Ovito, Angaren Siddharthan, Oscar Hernandez Murillo, Myra Rowell, Samuel Murray, Oluchu Kuokonchwa, Alexis Phillips, Griffin Anderson, Shiwengeti Kunapong, Justin Sheen, Adele Kulia, Jakyong Bang, Young Son Yoon, Heim Chung, Zachary Nessel, Patrick O'Hara, Meredith Heyun.
Representing political science, Rudy Sill.
Sarah Simon, Samuel Acabellis, Brianne Westbrooks, Lynette Ashaba, Ray Clark, Matthew Shapiro, Jordan Miller, Jeremy Gallant, Itai Baysard, Timothy Bloom, James Townsend, Anna Vengura, Isabel Umana, Karen Maria Umpierrez, Jennifer Kopp, Bridget Omuoka, Jordan Myers, Giovanni Yaboni, Ethan Tashman, Emily Slavin, Samuel Gansler, Rahil Fazlboy, Garrett Fellows, Tyler Early, Christopher Hilburn, Kevin Gayhart, Sarah Barsha, Maud Sims, Rafa Seigel, Raymond McCormick, Camber Moss, Riyad Hamadi, Hannah Rosenfeld, Adam Marquardt, David Malhotra, Carter Lewis, Jacqueline Dworkin, Olivia Corner, Julia Schwab, Rachel Simon, Ilan Portnoy, Jordan Rossman, Avi Kolonomas, Caroline Kim, Adina Goldstein, Mingi Hyung Cho, Anna Cho, Sarah Riley, Joseph Sageman, Jared Fenton, Kai Holder, Emma Montoya, Louis David, Jesse Roth, Jennifer Goldman, Taylor Lewis, Kate Samuelson, Edgar Palomino, Iman Charanio, Dante Mealy Elian, Luke Barber, Hannah Noyes, Jessica Washington, Samantha Catchman, Matthew Nardella, Peter Cusack, Alexander Ehat, Amy Pincus, Daisy Romero, Mason Bryant, Samuel Kaplan, William Bishop, Robert Harrelson, Eleftheria Papadopoulou Siontru, Jamie Brensilber, Jessica McDowell, Tahir Bell, Drishta Daglia, Taylor Becker, Mark Petrine, Samuel Natboni, Jennifer Nesbach, Carly Roman, Corey Johnson, Catherine Harlow, Trudel Payer, Devin Spear, Liza Bernstein, Ezra Kurtz, Derek Gulick Stutz, Alice Coe, Natalie Au, Zakia Hall, Taylor Stokes, Justin Kelly, Kenny Surfin, Erica Louie, Stephanie Griggs, Kendall Finley, Jacques Lane, Megan Yan, David Skolin, Niamke Nelson, Peter Herbst, Andrew Becker, Eleanor Thompson, Samuel Rogers, Sophia Elliott, Martine White, Ava Vandermeer, Kathleen Rowe, Julia Imholt, Emily True, Erin Hughes, Cassidy Seidel, Emily Johns, Preston Trout, Harry Taggart, Griffin Rubin, Nicholas Guth, Christopher Daly, Joycelyn Pickens, Antoine Gray, Christopher Wu, Huijia Chair.
Representing Economics, Frank Shorfida.
Hong Ken Teo, Iris Kim, Kana Daniel, Suko Yoon, Stephen Shen, Casey Stefko, Rachel Tosney, Cecin Lee, Francesca Devine, Shobha Babu, Alberto Amaral. Ishita Batra. Krishna Dhingra. Medea Samadi. Junyao Peng. Lucy Rogers. Miguel Rivera Lamas. Felix Schildorfer. John Doan. Julia Hewitt. Neha Gupta. Leor Friedberg. Marissa Priceman. Rolando Bonachea. Justin Kirschner. Emily Waxman. Shannon Fernandez Ladon. Julia Keating. Kenneth Mill. Matthew Planesi. Niad Singh. Stephen Accioni. Benjamin Kramer. Ari Gontonic. Eric Browner. James Reynolds. James Saplee. James Basolo. Jacqueline Wong. Johnson Tan. Jin Cho. Joseph Martin. Kei Takigawa. Julia Olson. John Waters. Abdul Aziz Kamoun. Daniel Schloff. Josefina Bräuning. Rhiannon Grodnick. Andrew Altman. Johanna Barja. Megan Gerstbauer. Kayla Gallagher. Spencer Luster. Matthew Harris. Sean Hartman. Nicholas DeMarshall. Shane Murphy. Connor Boyle. Grant Steiger. Zaire Lofton. Reggie Gilliard. Kaylin Miskell. Stefan Lacour. Jacqueline Falconer. Aditya Vijay. Annika Alankami. Jane Black. Katrina Trubenbach. Andrew Klimaszewski. Mario Axiote Bernadette. Taylor Ross. Jane Xiao. Catherine McKay. Kevin Baquero. Ashwin Ragarajan. Daniel Borkstein. Andrew Cohen. Jonathan Bell. Samuel Rosenberg. Adam Burback. Lindsay Gowan. Gabrielle Evan Chen. Robert Sanchez. Rachel Capleon. Celine Claypack. Ben Dickstein. Rachel Repke. Ella Chan. Christine Park. James Wang. Ramaljit Gill. Krishnan Sethamadavan. Gabriella Feinsilber. Samuel Rood. Michael Fogel. Jay Gupta. Thomas Mayer. Rachel Swartz. Veena Iyengar.
Jennifer Sway. Adam Supailo. Alexa Slutkov. Carolyn Curry. Michelle Jin, Patrick Mayer, Elliot Ismail, David Silbert, Jonathan Liu, Dakyong Song, Sean Zakai, Sushant Koirala, Bob Husney, Rebecca Slokowski, Zachary Griff, Nathaniel Seltzer, Catherine Wah, Vidya Darayani, Nani, Darayanani, Vivian Ka, Kelly Chan, Kevin Yang, Sangmin Bak, Esther Sham, Michael Gu, Anissa Tang, Angela Lay, Christopher Colavita, Arthur D'Angelo, Brian Gallagher, Rishab Kumar, Kevin Brown, Peter Leko. One more time.
I guess you figured it out. That's it. Our warmest congratulations to all of the members of the college class of 2017. You have now joined the ranks of Penn alumni. May your lives exemplify with joy all that you have learned in these halls. With that, we bring the ceremony to a close. I invite you to join in the singing of the Red and the Blue, in which we will be led by senior Sophie Barron.
Come, all ye loyal classmates now in hall and campus through. Lift up your hearts and voices for the royal red and blue. Fair Harvard has her crimson, Old Yale her colors too. But for dear Pennsylvania, we wear the red and blue. Hurrah, hurrah, Pennsylvania.